If you were trying to travel through the Sierra Nevada this Christmas, you know exactly how wild things got. A massive winter storm slammed into the mountains starting late on December 22nd and just intensified right through Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We are talking about one of those classic, heavy Sierra dumps that completely disrupts everything. The focus of the system was right along Interstate 80, specifically near Donner Summit and the Truckee area. The conditions out there were treacherous. The National Weather Service had a winter storm watch in effect from the 23rd all the way through today, the 26th, warning travelers that this wasn't going to be a quick burst. Forecasts were calling for up to 4 feet of snow in the Tahoe Basin, with even heavier accumulation at the higher elevations along the interstate. And it wasn't just the snow. Strong winds kicked up, reducing visibility to near zero and creating whiteout conditions that made driving nearly impossible. Caltrans and the California Highway Patrol have been working around the clock, but it has been a battle. We saw multiple spinouts, crashes, and long traffic holds. At one point, traffic literally wasn't moving. Strict R2 chain requirements were enforced on both eastbound and westbound lanes of I-80, spanning all the way from Kingvale to Truckee and from Donner Lake to Rainbow. Authorities had to intermittently stop traffic just to clear the accidents and get tow trucks in there. It was a parking lot out there on Christmas Eve. Further south, Mammoth also got hammered. We saw reports of about 25 inches piling up there, and it just kept coming. While big rigs faced some minimum restrictions, officials have been strongly advising everyone to just avoid travel until this clears up. Between the heavy snow at the summit and rain causing flooding concerns at the lower elevations, this storm has packed a punch for the entire region. If you don't have to be on the roads up there, stay home. We're expecting this system to slowly wind down, but the cleanup is going to take some time. The human toll of this storm has been incredibly high. Thousands of holiday travelers found themselves caught in massive delays, with many forced to spend their Christmas stuck in Gridlock for hours or seeking emergency shelter in nearby towns because they simply couldn't go any further. For the communities in Truckee and Donner Lake, it's been a mix of beauty and danger. Residents there are describing the landscape as a stunning winter wonderland, but they are fully acknowledging just how risky the conditions are right now. Local responders and the CHP have been working tirelessly, managing accidents, enforcing chain controls, and helping stranded drivers. But we have to talk about the bigger picture here. Interstate 80 is a critical lifeline connecting California and Nevada. When a major artery like this shuts down or gets restricted during peak holiday travel, it really highlights how fragile our regional mobility is. While the chain controls and tow truck deployments showed proactive management, the sheer volume of travelers this Christmas just overwhelmed the infrastructure. We're still waiting on exact numbers, but reports have confirmed multiple spinouts and crashes all across the Donner Summit area. This entire event really underscores the need for better forecasting communication and perhaps expanded rest stop facilities to handle these surges. Meanwhile, the danger isn't limited to the roads. We are tracking a serious situation in Northern California near the Oregon border. The National Weather Service in Medford has flagged a high-risk situation for south-central Siskiyou County. The Forest Service Mount Shasta Avalanche Center has issued an avalanche warning for the Mount Shasta backcountry. This is due to 2 separate weather systems hitting the area this week. The first wave pushed through earlier, but a second, stronger wave is slamming the region from late Wednesday through Friday. This is creating very dangerous avalanche conditions, especially during the peak intensity of the storm through Friday. If you are a backcountry enthusiast or in that area, please take this seriously. The slopes are extremely unstable right now. Quick update on the current warnings before we dive into the history we just witnessed. The National Weather Service is calling for up to 5 feet of new snow in terrain above 6,000 feet from today through Friday afternoon. We're expecting wind gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour and fluctuating snow levels, so watch out. That specific warning remains in effect until Wednesday at 6 p.m. Getting in and out of the mountains was a nightmare. The main artery into Mammoth Lakes was forced to close multiple times due to whiteouts and stranded vehicles. Travelers trying to fly into Bishop or Reno faced massive delays and cancellations, leaving thousands scrambling for a plan B. On the ground, snow plows were running 24/7, but the accumulation was just too fast. The snow was piling up faster than they could clear it. To make matters worse, Heavy snow snapped power lines, plunging several neighborhoods into darkness. Utility crews had to battle freezing conditions to restore the grid, while residents were stuck relying on generators and wood stoves to stay warm. Authorities declared a state of heightened alert, mobilizing search and rescue teams across the region. We saw dozens of minor accidents on the icy roads, including a Cybertruck sliding off, but thankfully, early warnings helped avoid any major fatalities. The danger wasn't just on the roads. Avalanche risk was rated high across the Sierra backcountry. Ski patrols were out there conducting controlled detonations to stabilize the slopes, while EMS crews assisted stranded motorists and hikers caught in the blizzard. Mono County officials even urged residents to stockpile food and water, warning that access to grocery stores could be cut off for days. The mood in town was intense. A local shop owner told us, "We prayed for snow and we got more than we bargained for." Another longtime resident added, "It's beautiful but terrifying. You can't see 5 feet in front of you when the wind picks up. But for the skiers who made it, it was paradise." One visitor from LA called it the best skiing I've ever had, even though he admitted the drive up was a total nightmare. There is a silver lining here. This storm gave California's snowpack a massive boost. Hydrologists estimate this single storm could account for 20 to 25% of the entire seasonal snowpack, which is crucial for our water reserves. Ski resorts are now looking at a strong financial recovery after a slow start. But this event also exposed some serious cracks in our infrastructure, from road maintenance to the power grid. Experts are warning that this whiplash weather, prolonged drought followed by sudden, extreme deluges, is likely to become our new normal as climate patterns shift. This wasn't just a mountain event. Governor Gavin Newsom has declared a state of emergency in multiple counties as this atmospheric river hammers the entire state. We've seen flash floods, mudslides, and widespread outages. The Santa Barbara airport was even forced to close on Thursday due to flooding on the runway. California spent this Christmas under siege, and with more rain and snow in the forecast through Friday, we are not out of the woods yet. If you are planning to drive through the high desert, you need to be extremely careful. We are seeing reports of blowing dust and sand significantly reducing visibility on major routes like Highway 395 and State Route 58. If you're in a high-profile vehicle, the wind gusts out there are dangerous, so please take it slow. In the San Joaquin Valley, the picture is a bit different but still hazardous. Expect patchy morning fog giving way to cloudy skies and light showers. While rainfall totals should stay under 1/4 of an inch, the ground is so saturated that we could still see minor flooding in low-lying areas. Daytime highs will be in the mid-50s, but watch out for dense fog on those rural roads early in the day. For anyone heading over the Grapevine on Interstate 5, prepare for a rough ride. We're tracking wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour and intermittent rain. As temperatures drop overnight, there is a real chance of snow flurries at the higher elevations, so Caltrans is advising you to carry chains and check road conditions before you leave. Meanwhile, the Sierra Nevada remains completely buried. Chain controls are still in effect for Interstate 80 through Donner Pass. This storm has marked a dramatic shift from our slow start to the season, but right now, heavy snow is expected to persist into Friday, making mountain travel nearly impossible. The impact of this system is being felt statewide. Governor Gavin Newsom has officially proclaimed a state of emergency for Los Angeles, Orange, Riverside, San Bernardino, San Diego, and Shasta counties. This move comes as more than 165,000 homes and businesses lost power early Thursday. Tragically, we have received reports of 2 weather-related deaths, one in South Sacramento and another in San Diego. Forecasters are saying this could be Southern California's wettest Christmas in years. The ground is unstable, and officials in Los Angeles County have already issued about 380 evacuation orders for vulnerable homes, especially those near the burn scars from January's wildfires. To give you a sense of just how intense this is on the ground, we're getting videos from residents in Mammoth Lakes who are essentially snowed in. Families are reporting over 5 feet of accumulation, with snowbanks so high that streets have been reduced to a single lane. One resident, the Glass family, sent in an update showing the deep freeze, wishing everyone a Merry Christmas despite the fact that it started snowing yesterday morning and simply hasn't stopped. It really is a winter wonderland up there, but a dangerous one. We'll keep tracking the system as it moves out. Stay safe, everyone. Hit that like button if this inspired you. Subscribe for more uplifting stories, and drop a comment. Have you ever seen your community come together like this? Thanks for watching. Stay strong out there.